What's up, guys? This is video number 2 to talking about the principles of poorly defined leaders. And so this is the second principle that we're going to be looking at today. So we'll dive in, I'll unpack it, and then you guys can work on your workshop. So the principle for today, again, of poorly defined leaders, this is what insecure leaders do, is that they organize everything around the least mature people. So again, poorly defined leaders are organizing things around the least mature people. And just some kind of subpoints again to unpack this principle is, what does this exactly mean? It means that insecure people or poorly defined people, they end up doing and saying, they end up not doing or saying the right things. In other words, they're always so concerned about accommodating for this lesser mature person that they never end up doing the things that they know they actually should be doing. Going hand in hand with that is this leader often is the leader that lacks vision. They don't really know where they're going or what they need to accomplish or should be accomplishing. They don't have a clear vision, and because they don't, they let the immaturity of others dictate where they should be going, often getting them in places where they never really wanted to go. And right along with that is that they're usually indecisive people that are kind of torn between making the decision, again, that they should make, but that they know that if they don't make, that there's this group of people or this person that will probably respond in a certain way, often inducing pain on the leader, which is this third point is they can't handle pain. Poorly defined leaders, they see the pain that it will cause them to act a certain way or to do something or to make a certain decision. And the pain in the relationship with another person or another group will seem so great to them that it will force them to design their plans around this group or this person in order to avoid the pain. So I hope you can see how hopefully that makes sense. We're going to look at the example in here in a second. But just think about Jesus in the Gospels. He's always being led by his vision, that he's getting his vision and making his decisions based on the will of the Father, not on those around him. Even consider the example in John 2 when Jesus is talking with his own mother at the wedding, and they run out of wine, and Mary comes to him asking him, or saying to him that they've run out of wine, and he says back to her, "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My time, my hour has not yet come." The point is that Jesus wasn't going to let even his own mother dictate the decisions that he needed to make based on his vision. Poorly defined leaders in that situation would accommodate or would be led by those around them. And so consider this example. This would be a situation I think you would all find yourself in on some level back on campus. Imagine this is you, or this is maybe the person leading your discipleship group, a staff member, any leader, and you're in this discipleship group. But there's a person in the group that everyone just kind of knows they're very talkative. Not only are they talkative, but they're a pretty defensive person. Whenever you've given them feedback in the past or said something or corrected them, they've reacted. And they're also, let's say, an emotionally unstable person. One day they could be doing really well. The next day they're kind of down in the pit. They're up and down, very unstable. Well, poorly defined leaders know that this is a problem, but they don't do anything about it. And instead of not doing anything about it, they actually accommodate the discipleship group, the discussion, the plans, and what gets said and what doesn't get said in the group in order to not disturb this person. So I hope you see they're designing around the least mature person, when in reality, these 4 people might really want to grow in that they're ready for other things, but the leader can't imagine having to deal with what he or she may say or do or how they will respond, and it keeps the leader from doing what actually needs to be done. And so this is principle number 2. I think hopefully that example makes sense. I'm sure you can see how it could play out in so many other situations, but poorly defined leaders design things around the least mature people.